The Houston Texans were very close to making a move that could completely change their offense. We're talking about an explosive player, a true nightmare for opposing defenses, someone who could elevate this team to a new level immediately. But something happened, something that prevented this trade from moving forward. The big question is, did the Texans do the right thing by backing out? Or was this a missed opportunity that could cost them dearly in the future? Let's analyze all of this now. So go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around until the end, because this story has details you need to know. The Houston Texans are in the market looking for reinforcements for the offense, especially at the wide receiver position. And one big name was on the franchise's radar, Deebo Samuel. Yes, the former All-Pro from the San Francisco 49ers, now a player for the Washington Commanders, almost had a different destination this offseason. The Texans reached out to the Niners to explore a possible trade, but the talks never got past the initial stage. The reason? The asking price from San Francisco was simply too high for the team's financial plan. According to John Hickman from Locked On Texans, Houston even inquired about Samuel's situation, but Nick Caserio and the front office were not willing to compromise on salary cap space to finalize this trade. The reality is that Samuel had interest in the Texans. Reports indicate that Houston and Denver were at the top of the receiver's preferred destination list. But in the end, Washington came out on top. Now, the question for Texans fans is, did the team do the right thing by pulling back, or did they miss the chance to bring a true game-changer to the offense? Look, I understand the Texans' front office's concern about maintaining careful cap management, but we're talking about Deebo Samuel, a guy who can completely change an offense. Do you want to compete with the top franchises in the AFC? Do you want to give C.J. Stroud the weapons he needs to take this team to the playoffs? Then, at some point, you have to make aggressive decisions. Samuel, even coming off a disappointing season, still recorded 51 receptions, 670 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He has versatility, dynamism, and the ability to turn small plays into big gains. The Texans need a reliable target for Stroud beyond Nico Collins and Tank Dell. Was the decision to avoid a $20 million contract smart? Or is Houston being too cautious and might regret it? The front office bets that there are other options in the market and in the draft. But if Deebo shines in Washington, this could be one of those decisions that haunt the Texans for a long time. The Houston Texans decided not to move forward with the trade for Deebo Samuel. Now it remains to be seen if this was the right decision, or if it will be a mistake we'll see reflected on the field. Samuel could have been the missing piece for an offense that has already shown potential with Stroud. But instead, the front office chose to stick to a more conservative plan. Was that the right choice? Will the Texans still be able to land a WR of the same caliber this offseason? Time will tell if Caserio and his team were right or wrong. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think of this decision? Do you believe Houston did the right thing by not paying the price for Samuel? Or should they have made a bigger effort to bring him in? Leave your comment down below because I want to know your opinion. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about the Texans. Because here, we don't miss anything. And you can't miss out on this discussion either.